Welcome to Dan's on the Street. I'm Dan. We're going to explore the world city by city as seen through Google Maps and Google Street View. I thought we could visit France today, and I noticed the city of Bordeaux. Here it is. I've never been to Bordeaux. I have been to France many years back, and I've certainly had Bordeaux wine, definitely like that, but don't know much about the town itself. It's been inhabited for a few thousands of years at least, and I thought we could check it out. So let's dive right in. It's an ancient town. This looks like kind of a central plaza right here. Let's see if we can just go right here to start. Oh, this is very nice. Look at this great design on the ground. Oh yeah, I can tell already I'm gonna like this town. We're looking at February 2018. Boy, isn't this an interesting structure? Monument of some sort, I guess. And wow, fantastic archway. Great, look at the look of all these old shops. I mean, buildings and shops, like very classic look. Eating outside. That's wonderful. Looks a little chilly out here right now. I guess we're looking at February. Seeing a lot of jackets and so forth. But this is a beautiful part of town. Definitely somewhere I would check out. Let's try that once again. I think I fell into a photograph, not so much a street view. Okay, now we're on a path. What an interesting monument this is. Is it twisted or is that? I believe it's twisting. Huh. Don't know what that's about. Very nice though. Hey, we're now in June, and this looks much more sunny and bright. People got short sleeves on. Everyone looks really well dressed here. It's catching my eye already. I don't know. Yeah, great place to start out a trip, I think. It's where I started my trip here, and I think I made a good choice. Love these trees. Great shade in here. What a classic look, that scooter. That'd be a fun thing to drive around these streets, don't you think? I don't actually own a motorcycle or scooter, but I long for one. I did briefly own one years back. Look at these streets. Very narrow. How old do you think this building is here? It's been here a while, I'll tell you that. Very narrow. Very cute. Interesting. This almost feels like an alleyway, but I think it is a street, really. Look at these old homes in here. Wonderful. I would definitely enjoy visiting this place, I can tell you that for sure. Again, great stonework here in the ground. Huh. These buildings are just, each one is fantastic to me. Anything with that amount of history, I don't know, I could spend a lot of time taking it in. It's all kind of got this white look, off-white. I mean, some of it's just a natural light stone. That must be the color of the local stone. Interesting. This place is old, needs a little work on it maybe. Let's move up this street. Ooh, sorry about that. What a great look to all of this. Ah, Fiat, that'd be fun to drive down these streets as well. Definitely. Oh, I'm just enjoying taking this all in. École de Garçon. I briefly took like French 1 in middle school, but I don't remember any of it, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. Maybe some of the alphabet and some numbers, I think. That's all I got left. Switch to German, and I don't have much of that either, unfortunately. Loving these streets. Tons of people out and about. Well, not so much right here, but I've been noticing a lot of people around. A bunch of these buildings could use a power washing. I don't know if, I know that can do some subtle damage sometimes to the stone, but they need a bath, and some of them have been cleaned up. I mean, you kind of learn to love the look of the old dirt and kind of age, but this is awesome. Look at this little drawing on the side there. You kind of learn to love the look, but as soon as you wash it, then you're like, oh, you see it all clean and bright as it was intended to be, and it's a little more appealing. There's clothes hanging out on the side. This is really pretty. Oh man. Yeah, I could definitely spend many days just enjoying these wonderful streets in here. I'm totally lost, by the way, in case that wasn't obvious. I'll pop out in a minute here and get a better sense of where I am, but I am just loving this. It's great clouds, by the way, too. Epic. A good number of these buildings have shutters on them. I mean, this probably looked just about like this 100 years ago. You could have walked by here and this scene would have looked the same. Now the cars, not so much, but a lot of these streets, have the appearance of being untouched. How fantastic is this detail? Look at that. Cascading flowers. You just would never find that in a new building. Never. And rarely anywhere in the US. Fantastic building. And, okay, some people got some blurring out going on there. Alright, let's pop back up. Let's go north side up. So it sits on a large river here, the Garonne. Maybe we should get a look at that to start here, too. Let's go on the bridge. Kind of peek down on there. Alright. Very muddy, very muddy. It kind of looked brown from the sky, and it looks very brown here too. That's interesting. Gets a lot of water runoff into it. I'm not sure why it would be so brown. This is a beautiful sight though. How great would it be to go for a walk on this bridge? These old lights. Love the distant steeples. Yeah, I bet there's some epic churches here. Ancient places. Oh, great trains back there. That was cool. And how wonderful is this intersection here? All these buildings and and an archway there too. The French, they love their archways. And I do too. Look how great this is. All right, let's just check that out. Actually, maybe let's go into a photograph here if we can. Oh no, I think we're in the street. Never mind. Yeah, great old archway. And the way these buildings were designed to just kind of curve in and then just continue down the river. Really very impressive and very nice. Everywhere you look is design, This isn't just stonework here, it's a design. It's amazing. This little cafe, I'd love to walk in there, get a little espresso or whatever he has. Sure, let's move down this alleyway. Some ladies out with their kids. Tons of eating outside in the plaza. I dig that. Very, very nice. Cute little basket on that bike there. That's great. Yeah, very pretty town. It's nothing if not just very pretty. Very, very pretty. Oh, looks like an interesting monument here. Hey, all right. Oh, look at this place. A monument to something. Memory of something. I'm not certain. fantastic sculptures, stonework. Look at these horses, fountains. There's almost nobody here enjoying this beautiful sight. It's June here. Come on. Where are the tourists? I don't know. Maybe it's morning time. That's beautiful though. Monument. Oh, okay. All right, fountain monument. Very nice. Wonder why the river is so brown. Something about the natural... I don't know. It also could just be still the season that was captured. Oh, great ride set up there. How wonderful would it be to go for a bike ride down here, taking the sights and smells. Oh, it looks like such a wonderful place. And I looked on Wikipedia briefly, and it said there were over 1 million people in the metro area, so a good number. Look at this graveyard here. That is, oh boy. I would pay money to walk around this graveyard, I'm telling you what. And nobody took a photo for Google Maps. That's, painfully disappointing. And it's walled in. No. Oh, this one hurts. This one hurts. You're gonna have to just peek in like a tourist. Oh, they really protecting this graveyard here. I'm sure there's just some fantastic graves. Wow. Yeah. I don't want to be weird about graveyards, but I do enjoy them. And, you know, in a town like this, oh man, I'm sure these are hundreds of years old. That would just be a great experience to walk around there. Let's pop onto another street here. There's so many streets that I'm interested in going down, and I just won't have the time to see much of it today. Starting to get a little sense of what this kind of looks like, though. Lots of people out and about. Galleries, art galleries. Oh man. History and art. Tons of culture here. I don't know what just happened there. We've zoomed over this street. Wonder what this is. It's a large building. A theater, maybe? Can't quite tell. Wonderful. So many of these streets, too, are protected from vehicles, or somewhat protected, you know, bollards and so forth, which is great for shopping. You know, well, it's great for pedestrians, and then it's really nice for shopping on these streets where you can feel free to walk down there without the fear of a vehicle. You know, kids can roam free a little more. How wonderful are each of these little shops? I would spend a lot of time walking down this street, even just this street, you know. Is that a Borat? Oh my god. I might skip that one. Yeah, maybe. Fantastic. Yummy t-shirt boutique. Oh, I'd definitely go in there. Again, I'm noticing just everyone looks very nicely dressed here. Even, you know, almost everywhere you look, it feels like there's a little extra care and effort, even in tourists. I don't know. I just feel like people are dressed well. I don't want to be too creeping on people, but I don't know. I feel very close to them in this setting here. I almost want to excuse myself as I move down this street. Pardon me. I'm not going to attempt my French. So many arches. Ancient. Boy, I'm sure those are the markers to the old entrance to the old town or whatever. What is this place here? Commercial Legrand. Oh my word. Ooh, looks like there's a photo right in the middle. Oh. No. Somebody. Disappointing, guys. Sorry about that. We'll be stuck with the outdoor view. Some circular sort of shopping mall of some sort. This is super unusual, though. Incredibly attractive, though, to me. I don't know. This looks wonderful. I would drink so much coffee, and wine. Just tons of consuming. I'd be a pure consumer here. And take photos for days. I can't get over the wonderful texture of these streets. Very, very nice. Again, scooter. That would be such a good time. I wonder if, as a tourist, could you rent a scooter, or do you need to pass a driver's test of some sort to get on a motor vehicle? I'd be curious to know that. Who's this guy? They blurred his face. Okay. I guess we'll never know. Possibly from the air. I'll check in a second. Flower shop. Can you get any more adorable than that? Really very pretty. I might have to come here someday. I'd love to get back to France. Place Tourney. Okay. I'm going to definitely get back to France at some point. And, oh, here's this. Okay. That monument again. Interesting. So yeah, they definitely have light rail through town, which is nice. Very easy to manage, or very easy to move around and so forth. So many streets, and there's not a clear sense of where the downtown is versus, the rural parts. It kind of just blurs. It's a very gentle blur from dense to farms. There's no delineation. These old streets, just no sense of... Sometimes I'm looking for a grid when I visit a town. I'm not even gonna try it here. I don't know how that happened back, it just was unplanned for millennia or whatever, centuries, and homes went up, and they eventually just built streets around the homes or something. I'm not sure, or farms. I don't know how it becomes so chaotic. Adds great character to things, but makes getting around probably a bit of a nightmare, at least as a newcomer or a tourist. But you have Google Maps, you're not going to get lost. Just checking out some random side streets here. Interesting. Some of the buildings have bars on the windows, some have shutters, and a good number of nothing. Uh-oh. Well, this is most peculiar. Okay. Give it a second to load here. Oh, is this another graveyard? Alright, I'll try one more. This one doesn't look quite as historic. Disappointed again here. I'm sure they're just protecting the privacy and so forth. That's painful though. I really wanted to see in there. Lovely old homes. Even the newer stuff. This is probably like newer. And I don't know. Looks old and awesome. Don't see a ton of plaques with dates on any of these buildings. I'm looking for them constantly here. My eyes are scanning for plaques, and I'm seeing almost nothing. So I'm just gonna have to guess on some of the time frames we're looking at. I mean, I really don't know. When I see a building like this, am I looking at the 1700s or 1800s or earlier than that? Possibly 1600s? I really don't know. I read that the vineyards were planted here by the Romans back in the 1st century. And they've been basically making wine here for 2,000 years, which is insane and amazing. So if you visit, I mean, it goes without saying, a wine tour is going to be part of your trip. You've got to do that. At least I would, you know. I'm sure these are tons of vineyards up in these parts, all around. Farms. This is very interesting. It is such chaos though too. It just, the layout is, it's just hard to absorb because it's, I don't know. It's very pretty though. Again, above all, it's pretty. A little quieter out in these parts. Oh, yeah. All right. So here's some newer buildings too. This guy's painting his little wall there. That's fun. Epic storm again. They get some really awesome clouds out here. Very pretty. I mean, kind of threatening, but kind of fantastic. All right. We should probably check on this side. I don't think we've been over here at all yet. Look at this Avenue Tiers. Let's just go down that because that looks like a stunner. Yeah, we'll just start right here. It says Stalingrad. Here's this train moves all through there. Wow, what a gorgeous street this is. These trees look pretty young too. I bet as these age, this is going to be even more amazing. I guess it's just well trimmed. Maybe they won't allow it to kind of grow in because these ones are quite old. But they're keeping them trimmed. So pretty though. Oh, great church here. Interesting design in that steeple, kind of different. So nice. Oh yeah. Yep, they're trimming trees right now. All right. So that's how they want it. They're not going to get much bigger than that. Yeah, they kind of cut them square. Fantastic. This is kind of interesting here. This is like underdeveloped. Yeah, this land has great potential. It looks like the train used to come here maybe. Here too looks like kind of train tracks almost. I wonder if this is, I don't know, no longer used, part of a train station. Yeah, you can see these tracks kind of all went through here, I think. Let's check out one more street on this side of town. And then a couple more places and we're gonna have to call it a day. Yeah, very nice. Ooh, bright day here. I like it. I like it a lot. How cute is this? I mean, it's so adorable. It looks like something almost out of Disneyland. You know, Disneyland makes their version of this, but like this is the real deal. This is the original. So cute. Interesting building here. Oh, a cathedral. Okay. Some sort of sports stadium. Wonder if we could pop in there maybe. Not so much. Oh, we're next to it at least. Okay, yeah. Stadium. Churches aplenty. Chateau, that looks neat. Oh wow, look at this cathedral. Look at this. This is gonna be nice, really nice. We're a little too close. Too close. Okay, nice plaza. Great statue of somebody walking there, kind of like that. This train again, or whatever you call it, light rail, tram. It's pretty cool. See if we can pop inside. Oh yeah. Classic look to this. So pretty. Wonder if there's any lessons that can be taken from the fire that happened at Notre Dame. You know, is it a sprinkler system? I don't know how that... I just wonder if any other churches like that will take anything from that horrible loss. I'm not sure. I'm sure they've talked about it. I know you got to be so careful. Sprinkler system probably is not going to be a good idea, unfortunately. Everywhere you look here is just gorgeous. I haven't found, show me something ugly here. I haven't found it. Not even much graffiti. Like a spot or two I've seen. That's it. Some apartments, kind of newer stuff this part of town. It's got to be hard to build new stuff in a town this ancient, the permits and so forth. I'm sure they just that's probably why they keep pushing further out into the country. Probably gets easier as you go out there. Nice, great monument here to World War. Okay, this is the World War I monument, and then I guess this is the monument to World War II. You'll see this a lot around the world, and in the US, they have put the most elaborate and beautiful monuments to World War I, or you often see it marked as the Great War. And then World War II, everyone was so beat down and so depressed, I feel like the monuments end up looking like this, even though it was like far more deadly for a lot of people. For a lot of countries, at least. I don't know. It's interesting. And kind of sad, but interesting. But I see that where I live too, even. If you see a beautiful monument to a war, it's probably World War I. And then right next to it will be a much smaller, simpler monument with much more names of dead on it. As sad as that is. Newer area here. City Zen. Okay, interesting. Lovely roundabout. Very cool modern look to these buildings with the blue glass and all that. Very nice. All right, one more place, and I think I'm gonna have to call it a day here. After this. I just want to see what Le Lac looks like. Oh, that was no good. Le Lac. Can we get a view of that? In a second. I think that's French for, the lake, right? Not so clever title. I guess it's the first thing that occurred to them. And sure enough, here it is. The lake. Little sailboats on there. Lots of construction happening. Cranes all around. Alright, one more place. And I'm going to call it a day. If you live in Bordeaux and you want me to check out something I missed, of which I'm sure there's plenty, do leave a comment. Let me know what I missed. I always go back and check it out. Interesting. Yeah, again, lots of construction on this side of town at least. Newer... Oh, actually, these are kind of older apartments here. Good look to them, though. Beautiful. Wonder how old that building is. That's That looks ancient. So nice. So very nice. Yep. This is definitely one that I've enjoyed seeing and immediately jumps high on my list of places that I'm like, I'm gonna have to get there someday. Because that is just too gorgeous not to see in person. But for now, I'm gonna add on to my map, Bordeaux, France. It's our first time in France. I'll be back soon though, I promise. Lots of other cities to visit here. Some of the obvious ones, and then also some that I know almost nothing about. This is where I came to. I was in here. Ken? I don't know how to say it. Cannes? I'll just keep saying it wrong. Visited there. Oh man, Monaco? Gonna get there soon. Check out some of my other videos. You can see all the dots where I've been. Ireland, Galway. Ooh, that was a pretty one. Alright, please subscribe, tell your friends, and till next time.